Gemini, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing your reading from the 1st of January to the 10th of January. This is going to be a super general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. In this reading, I'm going to take a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so you had a card here, 3 cards that have an important message that I feel you need to hear. So we're going to put these on the side and I'm going to mention those important messages that you need to hear in a moment. Okay, and your challenge is the Justice. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. Okay. All right, so for you, Gemini, you had 3 important cards that flipped over in the deck when I was shuffling, which I feel is a very important message that you need to hear. The overall message that you need to hear that is really important for you at this time, you have the Ace of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and you have the Tower. So right now, for many of you, the overall message here, which is very prominent and important for you, is the fact that something in your life as we enter into this new year, something is changing for you. Okay, and I feel this is something that you've been battling with for quite some time, something that's brought a lot of instability into your life. It's been very challenging for you, and you've wanted to move on from this situation and you've wanted to rebuild your life. Many of you are looking to rebuild your life, start something new here. And the message here is that don't be alarmed when something that doesn't work anymore crumbles, when something that doesn't work anymore in your life seems to become very unstable. The message here is to prepare for this instability because it's making room for something new for you, okay? And this is the message here. So we're gonna put these cards back and we're gonna get into your reading, okay? All right, so let's get into your reading. Let's talk about it. The first card that you have here as your challenge is the Justice. And the Justice is a very beautiful card, especially at the beginning of this new year that we're having. The Justice is particularly talking about 1, bringing things back into balance in your life, 2, setting something right in your life that you feel maybe wasn't done fairly to you. I know a lot of you may feel that something in your life was unfair. Maybe you were treated unfairly. Something here happened that you didn't get justice for. It may be challenging right now for you to be in this energy of being positive and happy and feeling balanced because you feel something here wasn't fixed correctly. This week, from the 1st to the 10th, 10 days, not really a week, but 10 days, something in your life is going to be set right. And we're going to talk more about how that's going to happen and what you need to prepare for in a minute. Now, in the recent past for you, Gemini, you have the King of Cups, you have the 9 of Swords, and you have the 3 of Cups. I do feel that there was a lot of on and off energy between you and a specific person that you were dealing with here, possibly a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting an Aquarius energy or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you weren't dealing with a specific person, this could have been somebody that you were working with, maybe a friend, a family member. There was a situation here in the past, Gemini, that made you feel very stressed. It brought a lot of stress, a lot of emotional ups and downs. Sometimes things were great here in the past, other times things weren't. And because of this instability that took place in the past in your life, it caused you a lot of stress. And this could be the reason why the Tower came out, because it is mentioning that there's been some sort of instability in your life, whether that is currently or in the past. So we're going to see why this is showing up and what you need to know about that in a minute. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Two of Swords. So in the present moment right now, a lot of you want this truth. You want the truth. You want to know what's really going on. You want clarity in a situation is what I'm getting. Also with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel that there's somebody who's either coming into your life or somebody that you're dealing with in the present moment. And it looks like this person is doing a lot of thinking. Do they want to be with you? What is the status with this person? Are we going to move forward? For some of you, this is a job offer or an opportunity. You may have applied for jobs. Maybe you're putting your resume out there and you are waiting for an answer. Some of you have been applying nonstop to jobs and opportunities, and perhaps the opportunity that you're looking for hasn't quite materialized yet. And there's a reason why that hasn't happened. We're going to talk about that. Another thing that I'm seeing in the present moment for you, Gemini, that you may need to be aware of is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is talking particularly about blocked energy. So either you are blocking currently your energy from opportunities, or maybe someone's blocking you. We're going to see why this is showing up in a minute. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords, and you have the Eight of Wands. For you, Gemini, in the near future, there's definitely this energy of you letting something go. Not only are you letting this situation go, but you're abandoning it altogether. You're completely just disconnecting from something here in the near future. And I feel you're doing this because it doesn't hold the security, value, and long-term success that you feel you deserve. I do feel that once you disconnect from this situation, which you will finally be able to get back to this place of healing, resting, focusing on yourself. And I feel that there's an important message, communication that's coming in unexpectedly in the near future after this shift happens. And this is again why you had those three cards come out, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Tower, because there's going to be such a quick shift, okay, over the next few days. And a lot of you don't see this coming. In fact, I feel that it may cause some sort of jolt in you. Maybe you might become alarmed because of this. But the message here is to stay calm, because something that isn't a part of your life, it's simply just not a part of your destiny, it will be removed out of your life. And something that is more important and prominent, that is meant to be there, will take its place. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification and let's see what the messages are for you. Okay, lots of reversals. So your challenge, Gemini, is the Justice, wanting fairness, wanting truth, wanting to be in balance, wanting to do things from a place of understanding. Some of you have been dealing with situations where you haven't been treated fairly. This has been a big challenge for you. That is clarified by the Hermit in reverse. You have the the Nine of Wands in reverse, and you have the Five of Swords in reverse, okay? So your biggest challenge here, Gemini, has a lot to do with a situation that happened in your life that was completely out of your control. It happened completely out of your control, okay? And if it doesn't resonate with you, it just simply means that you don't need the reading, okay? So there was a situation in your life where something happened. It was completely out of your control. You tried to stand up for yourself. You tried to maybe meditate about the situation, and you even tried to give this situation chance after chance after chance. And no matter how much you tried to make this situation work or make it better, it just didn't seem that it would be set right. So ultimately, this situation was out of your control. And the reason why this happened, I'm going to explain to you why this happened. It happened because a lot of you are trying to control something that really you don't have control over. And what you're going to learn from this situation is that you actually have a higher force that's working in your favor. What are these higher forces? They can be angels. They can be ancestors. For some of you, it's God, if that's what you believe in. Either way, you have a higher energy that is looking over you and watching over you. And a lot of you don't realize this. So even though it may be challenging to fully grasp this resolution of justice, of fairness, which you feel you deserve, by you letting go of this situation, which a lot of you have because there's things that are happening that are simply just outside of your control, by you completely letting go of this situation instead of trying to control it, that force that is watching over you, that guardian angel, that ancestor, whatever it is that you believe in, is going to finally be able to set the situation right for you. And this is what you're going to realize over the next few days after watching this. Something is going to be working in your favor the way it needs to. It's just a matter of you letting go and being open and trusting of that. And that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Okay, let's talk about the recent past. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Cups. So in the recent past, behind the scenes, what was really important to you is taking care of yourself, focusing on yourself. A lot of you are doing this in the background, maybe doing a lot of self-care, focusing on yourself. In the recent past, I do feel you were dealing with someone that you thought had a lot of potential in a love relationship, okay? I'm getting water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is really strong here, okay? Either Pisces, Venus Pisces, or Moon Pisces. That is clarified by the Ace of Swords. You have the Tower in reverse and you have the 2 of Cups, okay, in the recent past. So many of you were dealing with someone here in a relationship, okay? I don't know if this relationship was a solidified relationship. Maybe it was, you had a lot of attraction to this person, but it didn't really go anywhere for some of you. Didn't really get off the ground for some of you, but there was definitely a lot of love and interest here. With the Ace of Swords here and the Tower in reverse, there was a lack of clarity. Something wasn't completely clear between you and this person. Do you love each other? Do you really want to be together? What's the deal between you and this person? So there was a lot of this uncertainty connected to your relationship with this person. And as a result of that, there may have been a breakup or a temporary break between you and this person. And it's quite interesting here because it seems as if this person was really all into it with you and you were all into it with them. But something here created some sort of blockage or uncertainty between you and them. And I feel that it led to a lot of instability here in the past between you and this person. What caused you a lot of stress here in the past, Gemini, you have the 9 of Swords. So something in your life was causing a lot of stress. I feel that this is connected to the past 6 of Cups. You also have the 8 of Cups and you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So the fact that something here in the past failed and it didn't work out, and for many of you, this person walked away from you or they disconnected from you, it really made you feel inadequate here in the past. The fact that this person left, they didn't really have regard for your feelings. It's almost as if the life that you built with this person in the past was very insignificant. And this is something that bothered you, in fact, stressed you out a lot in the past. And it really affected your ability to move forward. You also have the 3 of Cups here in the past. So there was a possibility of you and this person reconciling. But there were certain signs in the past that really indicated that it was done. Okay, so again, this person left. Maybe they abandoned you or they left. And it forced you to really look at your life for what it was here in the past. Right? You looked at your life and you may have said, you know what, I need to change my life. My life needs to improve. I need to become a better version of myself. And that's what a lot of you did, right? Maybe you took a trip or you planned to do something here that really elevated your life here in the past in order for you to move forward. So this is what I see happen for many of you in the past. Now let's talk about the present moment. For you, Gemini, at the top of your reading, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, I feel this is somebody that you're dealing with in the present moment. It's either a career situation concerning your finances, or this is somebody that you are entertaining in your love life. That is clarified by the 8 of Wands. You have the Strength, and you also have the 2 of Wands. There's going to be a choice or a decision, okay, over the next few days, depending on when you watch this. There's some sort of choice or decision. I do feel you're going to receive news, a message, communication, particularly about travel, okay? So there may be an opportunity connected to traveling, taking action in some way, moving in some way, and you may need to decide, because somebody here in the present moment, whether you're aware of this or not, they've been really thinking about making an offer to you. Could be a Leo I'm getting here. I'm getting an Aries. I'm also getting a Capricorn or a Virgo here. So somebody knows and sees the capabilities that you have, and they really want to make this offer to you. And a lot of you don't see this coming, but when it comes in, I see it being something great for you. I also am getting, for many of you, you've been waiting on this person from the past to appear in the present moment, especially now that we just had New Year's Eve and, you know, we are moving into the first month of the year. You have the King of Swords, which I feel this is you. This is clarified by the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. What you don't realize is over the next few days, as you watch this, there's somebody here that you have unfinished business with. I'm getting a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also getting water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting more of a water moon. So either a Pisces moon or Scorpio moon. There's a decision or choice that may need to be made. This is somebody who's been very on and off with you, inconsistent with you. What I see happening for you, Gemini, is this person comes around when a new offer comes in for you, okay? So you've been waiting for this person to show up, to resolve issues with you. They haven't shown up. They've been playing games. They've been inconsistent with you. And right when you least expect it, this person shows up out of the blue, unexpectedly. Why? Because deep down in your heart, you want answers from this person. You want clarity from them. And what you don't realize, and this is why your challenge is the Justice here with the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the 5 of Swords in reverse, is because even though you may feel you're in control by manifesting this person to come back or by manifesting your life to improve in the present moment, a lot of you do feel powerless, even though you don't want to appear or be powerless. There's a feeling or an energy here of, well, you know, I feel powerless about this situation. I want it to improve, but I feel powerless. Here's the thing, what I see for you. There's a better offer coming in. The offer that's coming in, you're not quite clear on it, but it will become more clear for you. And this is why the 2 of Pentacles is here, because you will have 2 choices. You will have a choice to go back to your old life and how things were in the past, or you will have a choice to move towards something here that is a lot more in alignment with you. It's a little more challenging for you, but it's a lot more rewarding for you. So this is the 2 energies that I see here in the present moment. And that's why you have the Justice here as well, because the Justice is indicating that even if a situation from the past wasn't set right, it will be replaced by something that will set your life right, okay? And that's the message here for you. Now, you also have the 2 of Swords. That is clarified by the Queen of Wands. You have the 6 of Swords, and you have the 9 of Pentacles. So for you in the present moment, what you don't realize, there's 2 messages here. Either you've blocked somebody that you stopped talking to, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you've disconnected, or you're choosing to do that. Some of you are planning to disconnect from this person. What you're realizing, especially, you know, as you watch this or a few days after you watch this, is there's something in your life that isn't serving you anymore. And it's not serving you mentally anymore. It's not stimulating you anymore. It's not challenging you anymore. It's not helping you elevate to the next level. So many of you, I see, once you have these 2 offers on the table, you're eventually going to make a decision or a choice to move away from one of them. And I see that you're going to make the right decision. Even though you may be watching this and you may say, well, I'm afraid to make the right decision. I feel you're going to make the right decision about this, because you know what doesn't work. You know what doesn't work, and I think a lot of you are willing to take a risk on something that does. Whatever the situation is you're moving away from, I feel this happens after the 3rd of January. So I would give it maybe around the 8th, the 7th or the 8th of January, closer to the 9th of January. You're moving away from a situation that drains you, that leaves you feeling uncertain, that leaves you in a place of feeling unworthy, okay? And you're moving more towards the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is this stable, solid, prosperous energy within yourself. And this is what you're learning, right? A lot of you are learning that I don't really need to cling on to other people. I don't really need other people to be successful. And this is part of, Saturn moving into Aries. A lot of us are going to learn that we don't have to beg somebody for a job. We don't have to beg somebody to be with us. We don't have to cling to certain friends or certain environments because we feel less adequate within ourselves. So you're learning not only to set things right in your life for them to be fair and for them to be rewarding for yourself, but you're also moving more towards being self-reliant. And it's a bit of a challenge for you, but I feel that you're doing the right thing because you feel that mentally that's the right thing for you to do. Okay, so you're realizing your full potential here by stepping away from something that doesn't help you to realize your full potential. Okay, all right, let's talk about the near future. For you, Gemini, in the near future, at the top of your reading, you have the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So there's been something in your life that, again, and I feel you knew this from the past, that was just really not feeding you. Some of you were dealing with a codependent person in your life, somebody who maybe just hung around because they could benefit off of you, maybe they could get something from you, and a lot of you tried to maybe control this situation here in the past or even the present moment. You've been trying to, manifest things to be better or, do certain things to make things improve. And I think the closer you get to the middle of January, you're going to realize that the only thing you really have control over is bringing stability to yourself. And you can't really rely on somebody else to make you happy. So I see you abandoning a relationship, an environment, a friend, something here that just isn't in alignment with you. And like I've said many times, especially as we close this cycle out, the cycle won't really be closed out until spring because that's really when the new energy comes in, even though we are celebrating New Year's at the end of December, first week of January. The new energy doesn't come in until the Chinese zodiac sign changes, which is end of February, March, and then the full new year comes in April. So for you, as you slowly disconnect from a situation, you're going to physically be disconnecting. Some of you are moving in mid-January, or you're just physically moving away from someone because, again, you feel powerless in the situation. So I see you disconnecting. When you finally decide to disconnect, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of resting, there's a lot of, I really need to focus on myself here in the near future. And somebody doesn't like this. Whoever this person is that you're choosing to move away from, first of all, they're very emotionally tied to you, almost in an obsessive energy. I feel this is a water sign, this person that you were dealing with from the past. They're still coming back. They may be causing drama for some of you, stress here. So just be aware of that. And this is all happening because you've realized your worth and you've disconnected very quickly from the situation. I do feel you are going to receive some sort of news or information in the near future about somebody who's been very deceptive. You're going to catch this person in the lie. You're going to realize, because some of you have been questioning whether or not somebody's been honest with you. And deep down inside of your being, you know that this person has lied or cheated, but you don't really have evidence. But eventually you're going to receive evidence, especially once you move away from this person. And when you finally decide to move forward, that new option or that new opportunity is slowly going to show up for you. I feel it's already showing up for you in the present moment, but it's not quite clear, especially if this is a job offer or it's something that you applied to, but you haven't gotten a response back. You get a response closer to mid-January, okay? So you're moving away from something, you're making room for something better to come in. Somebody here is super obsessed with you. They can't seem to let the situation go, but it seems that you are choosing yourself, at least for the first 10 days of January, okay? So let's get some advice for you, Gemini. What's the advice? Bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot behind the scenes, which is indicating that it's time to move forward. Okay, there's no more delays anymore. You are free to move forward. Your advice here is the Ace of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands, and you have the King of Wands. Your biggest piece of advice, Gemini, here is to recognize what you truly are passionate about, what you truly want your life to look like in the future. What is your vision? What is your goal for the future? And can you do this from a place of being stable and calm within yourself? I think many of you have shed skin over the last few days, or you're shedding some sort of old energy within you. The reason why you're doing this is because something in your life has been very challenging. So your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize what is no longer in alignment with you, what is holding you back, what is making you feel stuck, what is giving you more work than you really need at this time. Is the situation that you are working towards truly fulfilling to you? And if the answer is no, the message here is that there's always something better out there. You don't have to struggle for love. You don't have to beg for love. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. If something is meant for you, it will show up at the right time when you're ready, when it is truly meant for you. All you have to do is truly believe in yourself, be confident in yourself, and follow through with what is important to you. Because when you focus on yourself and you truly live in this energy of confidence and abundance, not really needing anyone or anything, you actually change the energy to work in your favor. Rather than being in this place of feeling that you always have to climb an uphill battle in order to achieve something, you don't. Things will come to you as long as you are energetically in alignment with what you want and you're confident about it, okay? So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.